Hi. For those of you who don't know me, I'm George Christodoulou, Director of Diesel Technology with APL. On these tapes, we are going to talk about the fuel we'll be using on our new C9 diesel vessels. The fuel we'll burn on our C9s is virtually the same as the fuel we now burn on our steam vessels. However, if we don't treat this fuel, catastrophic results would ensure in a very short period of time. I would like to introduce Mr. John Getty from Mobil Oil, who will explain why it is necessary to treat this fuel. John?
Hello, George. Bunker C is the bottom of the refinery barrel. It consists of many impurities, such as sand, silicone, catalytic fines, sulfur, water, and other impurities. The reasons why we have these ingredients in the Bunker C is due to the refining process. George, would you please hand me this chart, please? Let's look at a simplified flow chart through a typical refining process. You take crude oil and it's sent to the atmospheric towers. You refine off the gasoline and other distillates. You take the heavy remaining part and that's sent to the vacuum towers. Again, the desirable gasoline and other distillates are removed from the product. The remaining real heavy parts are now sent to the catalytic towers. And through the use of catalyst, again, you crack and refine the product and remove more gasoline. What's remaining is this real heavy crud, as we call residual, or in your name, is Bunker C.
John, can you show us some samples of how this process is carried out in the refinery?
Sure, George. To show the concentration of the distillates removed from a barrel of crude oil, let's look at some samples here. This is a sample of typical crude oil. And after the refining processes, you have this concentration of about 75% of distillates. This remaining 25% of residual is what we call Bunker C. To give you an idea of the ingredients of this typical barrel of Bunker C, let's step outside to my cooking class and make a batch of Bunker C. Right. Come on, George. Assuming we're in a cooking class and we want to make a barrel of Bunker C, these are the various ingredients that go into a barrel. This is a barrel of oil. You would have approximately 36 pounds of carbon residue. Now, obviously, it is not in the solid form. This is a result of after you burn the oil, and these are the parts that you'd find inside your engine. Now, George, I'd like you to be the witch and do the stirring for me on this one here.
Right.
Now we have about 11 pounds of sulfur. Now, again, this is in a solid form. In the oil, this would be dissolved and be in solution. And we're going to throw this in there now, too. Now, this sulfur, although it's corrosive, can be neutralized through the proper use of an alkaline cylinder oil, such as you're using in your Sulzer engines, Mobilguard 570. You have about 15 pounds of this very heavy asphaltene. Now, as you know, we can live with this asphaltene and the carbon residue and the sulfur. But in a moment, I'm going to show you the other ingredients that you can't live with.
Lift it up a bit.
I think we have enough of that now.
Ugh.
Now, these are the 4 ingredients that you must take out of the oil. Without removal through the proper use of the separator, you will do severe damage to your engine. This is about 1 pound. Keep stirring, George. Now you have the sand. 3 pounds of sand. As you know, sand is very abrasive. During the refining process, it's almost unavoidable to remove the catalytic fines. So therefore, in the barrel of bunkers, you have the catalytic fines. These are aluminum type products. To make everything fine, you always contain water. Now we're going to put 2 pints of water in there. Care to have a drink, George?
No, thanks.
Keep stirring. You now have a barrel of bunker safe.
Can you imagine what would happen if all this stuff went into the engine without treatment? It wouldn't last very long. Now we're going to discuss the systems on the ship that will remove some of these impurities.
I'm Andy Sinclair and I work in APL's engineering department, and George has asked me to describe to you the fuel system on board the C9 vessels. The basic difference between a steamship and a diesel ship in the fuel system is on a steamship you take the fuel on board, you heat it and you burn it, whereas on a diesel ship you've got to take it on board and you have got to clean it prior to burning it. If you don't clean it properly, you will only get halfway across the ocean before your engine is going to crap out on you from dirty fuel. Okay, let me here now show you the system as it has been designed on board the C9 vessel. This is purely diagrammatic. The relationship of tanks by level and location is purely diagrammatic and bears no relationship to how they are on board the vessel. We have here the bunkering storage tanks, a settling tank, heaters for the purifiers, heavy oil service tank, diesel oil service tank, a mixing tank, and supply pumps for the main engine fuel oil heater and hence to the main engine. A system that you are normally familiar with would be a storage tank, settling tank, heater configuration. All other items on the chart are unique or are relative to a slow speed, heavy fuel oil burning diesel plant.